Our next contestant, William Green. The title of his talk, Obesity Weighs Down the Immune Response to Influenza.
What if I told you that 8 out of the top 10 deaths in the United States each year shared something in common? On top of that, 1 out of 3 U.S. adults have this characteristic. The answer? Obesity. Obesity is a national and global epidemic, with nearly 39% of U.S. adults classifying as obese, and another 30% as overweight. And while most of us think of obesity as impacting our physical fitness, what our lab has shown is that obesity also impacts our immunological fitness, or our ability to respond to infections such as influenza or the flu. We know from hospital records that obese adults die more frequently from the flu. But alarmingly, our lab has found that despite vaccination, obese adults have a higher risk of suffering from the flu and flu-like illness. But how does obesity increase our risk of influenza? My research aims to answer this question by focusing on a key element of our immune system, immune cell metabolism. Much like a car, our immune cells rely on fuel to drive cell survival and, importantly, their ability to function. We can think of the obese immune system as an old car, ill-maintained and running on the wrong type of fuel. Using our cohort of influenza-vaccinated adults, I looked at immune cells before and after vaccination, and I found that obesity alters the metabolism of essential immune cells required for protection from the flu. So, okay, great, we've identified the problem, but what can we do to fix it? Well, most of us would agree that weight loss is one potential solution. But, as we all know, it can be hard to do. So my research is focused on a more tolerable solution, a metabolic drug like metformin. Metformin is the leading drug for combating type 2 diabetes, and it works very well by helping control whole body metabolism. Interestingly, I found that metformin also helps to restore immune cell metabolism, refueling our cells so they can potentially fight off a threat such as influenza. By targeting the metabolism of immune cells in obese people, we can repower our immune cells so that way they can fight off infections. My research supports the work for understanding that we need to understand how obesity impairs immune cell function. This is especially important if we think of childhood obesity, when early development could impair our immune response to vaccinations for diseases such as hepatitis and polio, exposing us to potentially life-threatening infections. By harnessing current metabolic therapeutics like metformin, we can reduce the weight of obesity on our immune system, refueling our cells so that they can once again pity the flu who would try to make us sick. Thank you.